Being referred to Home Start came about because my son, he must have been coming up for 2 at the time, and it was like overnight his behaviour and his attitude just changed, and I was a bit concerned about how that had happened. So I phoned the health visitor and I was kind of saying, I don't really know what to do and should I be worried, and I'm not quite sure where to go for a bit more support with this.
When I had my first little girl, I didn't have any support around and found it quite difficult when my second one came along. So I just wanted to help another mum in that kind of situation to think when you're in it and it feels really hard that actually, you know, it does get easier and it does get better.
The support I received from Home Start was absolutely fantastic. At every stage, everything was brilliant. I couldn't have asked for better. My volunteer was absolutely fantastic. It's like she was made just for me. It was brilliant. I thought it was such a good match. I couldn't believe how well that had happened. A lot of the things we talked through, we still do now, which is brilliant. It was lots of strategies to use and language to try and use with him as well.
I was quite depressed because I got a 3 under 5 newborn. It was very quite hard time that I went through and not seeing anyone, moving to a new area 2 years ago. I had a volunteer come in and just went to the shopping with the 3 boys. That was nice, taking them to the park. To go out to the shop with her being there, it gave me that being comfortable that someone is there. Now I can go with 3 of them to the shop and they'll hold the buggy and they'll just listen. Yeah, that was really just amazing.
I love the fact that I can give something back. I feel if ever I need help in one way, shape or form, I always feel more confident with that person giving me the help who's actually had the experience of it. And that's how I feel, because I've had the experience now of being a mum, having 2 boys who are both completely different to each other as well, that I can just impart a little bit of my experience. That's what I enjoy, knowing that perhaps I've helped a little bit along the way.
To put the phone down, I think actually made a difference to that person's day. They might have been having a bad day and you've managed to be able to give them a scenario to turn that around, or just to make them laugh, or just to get through that day. Sometimes you need, especially when you've got young children. That obviously gives me that satisfaction that I've helped that person that day.
I really needed that kind of boost to my self-esteem as a parent. And even now, I think I feel more confident in my ability to be a mum because of those conversations that we had and how reassuring I found all of that. And that to me was as valuable as anything.